Good morning.
Morning. Finally, we're getting started on tier 2. We've got to clear everything up, burn all the excess crappy wood that we can't shred. Mandy's already got started this morning. I had to get Ellie settled because otherwise she tries to jump through the gate to get out the back here.
Only because I haven't finished the fencing.
Yeah, I know. Mandy's very lazy. She doesn't do much work here.
No,
when I'm
margaritas and lying on a lila in the pool.
Exactly. I mean, so we're going to get stuck in. As you'll see, it's a bit of a mess. Last time we pruned, we didn't have time to clear all the cuttings away, so the grass grew through it and it's made our job 3 times as hard as it needs to be. But we've got to get it done before August, which is fire season.
It's also very hot, very early in the morning, but the wind is going to pick up just now and that won't be too good for burning. So I'm going to try and get through what I can ASAP.
I'm going to get started on trimming this section here. There's no branches that I can see. That way we've got a cleared area where we can drag all of the branches for shredding. Assuming, of course, I can get the bloody thing started. Like I said. There we go. Not too bad. She's hot because she's standing near a fire. She's also hot, hey? I know. Now I can't trim any further because I've got to come now and pick up all of these twigs and stuff over here, drag them out and stick them over there. So I figured the best way to do this is to clear branches and then trim a bit, clear more branches, trim a bit, otherwise you're walking through all of this long grass and crap. Okay, I've made it to the back wall. I guess next thing is clear this section here to the fence. I'm just going to have to take it section by section. Now all of this stuff here was dragged up from the top garden and the orchard from the pruning. Mandy's busy burning her way through it slowly. Cleared that whole pile over there. Got all of that there to do still. We're going to be here for days. Now I was kind of hoping that this strimmer line I bought with metal inside would last longer than the other stuff. I guess, ow, prickly things. I guess it has lasted longer than the other stuff, but still doesn't last forever. But I guess if you're trimming tree trunks and that, doesn't help. Only problem is, you gotta be careful you don't poke yourself on the strands of wire. I got zapped by a bee. I got stung by a bee twice. I've obviously disturbed the wasp's nest. I was zapped 3 times, little bastards. Whew. You can see it right there. Maybe I can go and trim them. Let's see. Gonna avoid the bee's nest. I think that's enough for this morning. I'm shattered. Hot as hell. Time for a swim. That section over there's got a wasp's nest. I'm not sure. I know what I'll do. I'm going to get the wasp killer. Spray it in there before I swim. That's not too bad for a couple of hours. Mandy's been cracking on. Getting rid of the piles slowly. Yeah, I think it's time to call it a day. Well, the morning anyway. Apparently you're not allowed to burn olive prunings anymore in Italy. I don't think that's going to go down well. Morning. It's the next day. Day 2 of clearing tier 2. Yesterday I got zapped by wasps a few times. My right hand got quite swollen, so we called it a day. It was also damn hot, so we'd had enough. Today I'm going to make use of a pair of gloves that Mina kindly sent us to try out. These things are supposed to protect you from thorny bushes, etc. So I reckon they should protect me from wasps. Let's give them a try and see what happens. So these are the gloves that Mina sent me. Not ideal for summer gardening, but if it protects me from getting zapped by wasps, I'm willing to give them a go. I'll give you my honest review once I'm done. Hopefully I don't come across any wasps' nests, because they don't only sting me on my hands and arms, they've got other areas they can zap me with as well. There goes nothing. They fit nicely. Get the last of these sticks out here, and I can strim. Yeah. You'd think that these gloves would protect you from thorns, but they don't. I've just been zapped. So back to the long grey ones, I think. Much better. Other thing I've noticed, you can actually use your phone with these gloves, which is a godsend. These things are particularly nasty. They go straight through my trousers. But using those gloves, no issues whatsoever. Mandy's been busy, cleared these piles here, working away into that pile there in the heat of the day.
So some of you might be wondering why the lady of the manor is actually doing the fire. I can tell you that I think I have more experience than Clive. I was very blessed as a child growing up in Rhodesia to go on survival camps with Rex Tal. Shout out to you guys. Taught me a hell of a lot, and I'm very blessed to have been able to do that. I also did Girl Guides. Clive gets impatient with this, so he'll throw a whole lot on and wander off, and next minute the whole place will be on fire. So olive wood, as you can see, burns super quick. So do pine trees. But it's very quick, and then it dies down super quick too. What I do in time is to put a lot of the embers out round to the side, so I've got more of a pit in the middle. Otherwise it just becomes a big hill, and the chances of the wind gusting and throwing a spark is far too easy. Yesterday the gusts of wind came up very quickly at about midday, and the batch over there, they got a spark. We were lucky to put it out pretty quickly. But as you can imagine, if the fire got out of control here, not only the dry grass, but olive trees would just go like guy fawkes. I'm really hoping that we don't get too much wind today, and I can get most of this that's been lying here for the last year and a bit, I can get rid of, because I really want to move that fireplace over that side. There's a bigger space as not as close to the olive trees as it is here. Once we've managed to clear all the branches and Clive has actually trimmed most of the long grass, we hopefully shouldn't have so many snakes. But then we're going to have to go around all of the olive trees and cut all the suckers off, because it's only a few more months and then we're going to be olive picking again. The wind at the minute is not too bad. We just have a few gusts coming up, and it's whirling, so it's not exactly northeast side. It just keeps going everywhere. So I'm ensuring that whichever way the wind is blowing, I'll pack it on the other side so it doesn't burn my olive trees.
Okay, I think you've seen enough of us trimming and burning. We'll just give you periodic updates as to our progress through the week. Start of day 3. You can see this little section over here, the top right hand corner of the property that we've cleared. This is what's still got to be done. Mandy burning away. I've got to come and clear all the branches over here and trim all the way down to the bottom of tier 2, which is down by the compost bins. You'll see them now. It's time consuming and hot. So all of this still has to be done. Clearing branches, trimming, clearing branches, trimming, and then all the way up this left hand side of the property to the stone wall up at the back. Now I decided to change my approach on day 3. I started clearing any area that I found that didn't have any twigs and branches to pull out, just so I could make space to start piling up more twigs around the property. I've cleared this area and started piling up twigs, as you can see, and it seemed to go a little bit quicker, so that helped with the levels of motivation, to be honest. We're getting there slowly but surely. A few more days and hopefully we'll have this knocked on the head, assuming we survive. We'll take another look from a higher altitude. It's looking a little bit clear, not really. I don't know if you can see from here, it's starting to look a bit better. I think I've got the top quarter semi-cleared. We've got the hose up here, just in case. The borehole pump is running, so we've got pressure all the time up here in case we need to use it. Hopefully we don't. So we managed to get it all trimmed before the end of July, but ran out of time to get all the burning done, so that's going to have to wait until after August. Next job is to cut all these suckers off the olive trees and clean up before it's time for picking olives again. But that was a hell of a job. This job nearly killed us. I had to go and see the massage therapist when I got back to the UK. My back was broken, all the bending up and down, up and down. But we got it done, which is the main thing. Lots of tidy up still to do, but at least the main risk of fire has been reduced significantly. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, stay safe out there. Ciao.